which will be the favorable dates to travel and for how long they can stay in Paris. Well, in Mbuya, there's a unique spot that allows you to travel to Paris without even making a footstep at the airport here in Uganda, and that is Kalien Hotel, located here in Nakao Division. The Eiffel Tower is right above me here, and so I can gladly say I have gone to Paris in 2026. Morning at NTV is where you are. Priscilla Regina Naluoga is my name. Now, why do I bring in the Eiffel Tower? It's simply because it's one of those current and modern day symbolism of love. People go to Paris for love. There is a certain river in Paris where people get to have padlocks that they put on the side of the river banks and write love notes on them, as if they will go back to Paris to find out how their love had grown or broken. I don't know about those details. Maybe you can give us those details. But all about love, well, the day Valentine stems from the 3rd century of our existence. And in the 3rd century, there was a Roman priest that was called Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine becomes famous because he was actually doing weddings for people that were in love in a century and in an empire where the emperor was against love, was against relationships, and so anything related to people coming together, the emperor detested it. So Saint Valentine would secretly wed people, and this was to spite the emperor, and for that he became a hero, and for that centuries later we are celebrating him and celebrating this day. Now that definitely puts us on a lot of pressure. Of course, it's not a wedding day, but it's a Saturday, so those that are getting married tomorrow, but anyway, as they're getting married tomorrow, pressure is around left, right and center. People are being pressurized into gifting others. Then others are pressuring others into gifting them. And then others are determining what kind of gift they're going to be getting. Is it a Range Rover or is it going to be a bicycle? I don't know what people get. But of course, we've been seeing a TikTok that has picked up a new trend in Uganda. This time round, people have been asking their friends, their partners, to be their Valentines in advance, not on this Friday. No. The whole of January into February, we've been seeing TikTokers. Oh my goodness, receiving flowers. Will you be my Valentine? And people say yes or no, depending on the nature of relationship. And so that's been the trend building up into this season. But of course, we're going to be talking about other things that are also trending in this particular season. The music industry is one of those. UCE results being released is another. And a very interesting comment that comes in from President-elect consoling those that lost in the elections. Well, those are some of the conversations that we're going to be having. And joining me for those conversations is Andrew Kagwa. Good morning to you, Andrew.
Yo.
Oh, wow. Yes.
In the spirit of... Will you...
Oh, no. I have to do this properly. First way.
Will you be my...
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Andrew, thank you so much. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Thank you so much for asking me to be your Valentine.
Will you?
Yes, I will.
Oh.
Yes, and thank you so much for being my Valentine on the morning show.
Thanks.
Please have a seat.
Yo.
Oh, wow, this is an interesting surprise. Let me hold them like my life depends on it. Good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning to you too.
Can I say Happy New Year? I've not seen you since the year began.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's been a long year already. Yeah, we're just in February, but a lot is going on and a lot is happening.
When you say a long year already, for you, what does that really mean?
With the art industry, a lot is picking up. For example, I saw a flash mob that happened on Wednesday. People cutting off the street and breaking into a dance.
Nice.
Which was amazing. A lot of theater is happening and a lot of shows are happening. And you know, this being a weekend of love, there's a lot of concerts that are going on today and tomorrow.
Okay, which is the concert that people mustn't miss out on?
Just Steady.
Oh.
Because I think much of what he does and what he sings about has always been about love.
Yeah.
And he sings for the women. So I believe people should not miss that show.
Yeah.
Then there is Kenneth Mugabe.
Oh, yes, the man with the strings. Banange.
Yeah. He also has his show tomorrow. He's doing a series which he calls the 10 years of Kenneth Mugabe.
Oh, it's been 10 years already.
It's been 10 years
Wow,
since he
time
released
flies.
his first album. Yeah, so I think those shows, people shouldn't miss out on those shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we are having conversation around the arts industry and how it's picking up in 2026 with Andrew Kagwa, with Uganda's creative economy, of course, entering 2026 at crossroads. I love that sound. I barely get to hear that sound in studio. I be hearing train. Stephen Bide is the one who has been having the privilege of hearing and stepping on this train. So I'm happy to hear that sound this morning. But anyway, at the heart of the matter, the sector of arts is spanning music, film. It also includes fashion as well as publishing and digital content, which are all estimated to contribute about 4% to our country's GDP, roughly marking up 4.2 trillion Ugandan shillings. And this is, of course, referenced from the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. Now, that being said, you get to look at the national budget of 2025-2026, where government actually earmarked 28 billion Ugandan shillings. And the intent was to actually expand financing for artists and culture entrepreneurs. And part of that was also for a broader push to formalize and monetize the creative sector. That's a conversation that we've been having, all through last year.
Yes.
Has it taken the steps in the right direction?
Well, the creative industry keeps taking steps in the right direction, and then before you know, they take about 2 steps
Backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you look at the creative sector right now, I think I could only say it's only music that's not taking the right direction.
That's
Yeah.
Okay, let's first dig into that. Why is it only music which should ideally have caught up before the wind itself?
And it's actually the most consumed form of art.
Yeah.
That's in Uganda and any other society you go to. But it's not taking the right directions because I think music in Uganda has a lot of what do they call it? Like social climbers. Like everyone is trying to tap something and eat something out of it, whether it works for the industry or not. And that's why we are having this conversation of how the industry is going to survive in a post-election, because the industry kind of got way too close. It's like flying way too close to the sun, and then it burns you. So I feel like at the moment the industry is in a situation where the public supports them, but there is a level the public is not willing to go. And the public is somehow right not to go to that level because, one, with the campaigns, it's not that people are picking sides, but with the campaigns, we saw artists perform for free.
Actually, let's go there, because last year we had this conversation during the campaigns, and we wanted to see how artists would measure up against being politically affiliated to certain camps. And we were hoping to see a different picture. In turn, we saw splits, fights, conflicts.
Most of the artists were performing for one side, but then they were fighting from that side they were representing. But you see, and when I say this, I'm not even putting it on which side one chooses to sing for. But even if you choose to sing for the opposition or you choose to sing for the ruling government, there is one key common factor that will impact the two people that are singing. They both get to sing at campaigns, and they both get to sing for free.
For free?
Let me rephrase it. They get to sing for free.
Bags of money were flying around.
They are paid a lot of money, but the public is not paying to see them.
Okay, you're right.
There is a very big problem when people are not paying to see you. It's because they have free access to see you. And something about art is, more so when it comes to music, is that the more people see you, is the lesser they want to see you again.
Wow.
When people see you for the very first time, they are happy. That's why you see when international artists come to perform in Uganda and they're having their very first concert in Uganda, we go in very, very big numbers. When they come back again, the level of marketing that will be thrown into marketing them again, will be twice the level they marketed them the first time, because right now people have seen them before, so they do not have that anger of, I really want to see him. So just imagine you're an artist and you've been around this country performing at someone's campaigns. Yes, they've paid you a lot of money, but the people that are coming to see you are not paying anything to see you. They see you perform literally half of your catalog for free. Okay. And now you come out of the campaign and you want to organize a concert for them to come back, but this time paying.
Oh, I see the dynamics there.
Yeah, so that's why you'll find that even people that have been known to stage concerts a lot at the beginning of the year, this time are not really daring to do it, because they oversaturated us with their presence and their music, and they did all that at no cost on our side.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you said the music is failing or not benefiting, meaning that the other elements of the industry, for them, they've actually been boosted a lot.
No, the other elements of the problem with Uganda's creative industry is that much of the attention, a lot of the money and everything is technically spent on one sector. The other sectors are not supported as much. So it's not like the others are doing well, but the others are organizing better. I mean, I know about 2 or 3 films that will be premiering tomorrow, and they're almost sold out. And the only reason they can do that is it takes a lot of time to make a film, so it's not easy to just keep circulating it for free. It's not easy to use it as a campaign tool. And most of them are not pop culture famous, so they do not really get the attention of politicians and everything. And besides all that, we can appreciate that film for the past year, since 2024, has been trying so much to put their house in order, putting together like a film producers guild, a screenwriters guild, an actors guild. They've been putting their things in order, and it's the same thing that has been happening with the guys that are doing theater, because right now we have a fully blown theater initiative which has a president, and it's attached to the initiative to the Theater Institute initiative, I think, of the world. Like, it's attached to it, it's directly attached to it. And these people have been making strides over the years. It's the same thing with poetry. They've been reorganizing in those few years. So I feel like most sectors have been organizing as music has been chasing the main bag, which has been around politics. And as we speak right now, I feel like they are really affected when it comes to like, should we call it an election fatigue? Yeah. Like, when we are tired of politics, they are part of the things we are tired of.
Speaking of post-election effects, let's talk about the effect of now different musicians wanting to come out and set themselves for the year, do concerts or different initiatives, which ideally would require some sponsorship from some of these big corporate entities. And now, having come out of a political season where they were affiliated to a certain side, how is that going to be affecting the industry?
And you see, they really over-affiliated They have affiliated. Some like started wearing only yellow or only red. They put out music. But then one of the things you will know that, like, I mean, even media companies, because you would say media companies would be allowed to affiliate, but even media companies do not affiliate. Yet what we do is information, and at times, like, the president has really called out a couple of times.
Yes.
So you would feel like it's free for the media to affiliate, but media also doesn't affiliate. But when it comes to corporate companies that are making a profit of the common person, now those ones do
Because right now there's some companies that are running promotions, and they had already contracted this artist, and now through this elective period, these artists affiliated themselves to a certain side.
But if you think about it, when you look at the artists that have endorsements, you will notice that most of the artists with endorsements did not join the campaign. Because I think these are conversations at times you have before you sign this deal.
Right.
Like, there is this bag, and these are the requirements. Can you detach in some way? Because most of the artists that have been part of the campaigns, okay, this is my unpopular opinion. Most of the artists that have been part of the campaign are washed out.
Some of these artists had concerts last year. And
but
their concerts performed
catalog
well.
concerts. A catalog concert is when, and I'll mention the name. A catalog concert is when you're Catherine Kusasira. You were great in the 2000s. You call us to remind us that I used to be great.
Oh.
And then there is a concert that you do because you're fresh and you're the in thing. You're Joshua Baraka. You're singing the music that people are listening to on radio at that moment. You're in the moment. So most of the people in the campaigns were catalog artists.
Wow.
Who are almost...
She'll get it, extinct.
Who are almost past their sell-by date.
So then how does this actually, in terms of speculation, how is this going to be affecting partnerships, especially for this? It's really going to be a rough year. And
it's been a couple of rough years since 2015, because 2015, October 15,
actually partnerships and collaborations with industry, but also in partnering with other industries.
And since Tubonganayo was released in 2015, many corporate companies started taking a couple of steps back with the way they deal with most of our artists. And with every campaign that has been going on, they've been taking more steps back. And right now, I feel like we're getting to that level where some artists are really unusable, regardless of how much you could call them legends and everything, but they're somehow unusable because of what they say, their online personality, and how just working with them might backlash on the brand if you work with them. So the immediate expectation I have personally is that the brands are still not going to work with most of those people. One, I don't think they're in vogue. They do not relate with the audience most brands are trying to tap into. And two, they have a lot of controversy around them. Everything they will do will somehow be sent back to which side they campaigned for, or the color they were wearing, or who they supported.
Okay, so I see a dynamic shift there.
Yeah.
So instead of partnering or sponsoring the artist, there's some big promoting houses or farms in Kampala that have positioned themselves enough to be able to be the bidders of marketing and the monies, and then they work with the artist.
And do you know who they are shifting to? They're shifting to content creators.
Explain.
Think about it. When you see brand ambassadors today, when you see, okay, let's just say brand ambassadors. Who are the biggest number of brand ambassadors today? Like, there was a time when the biggest number of brand ambassadors were artists.
We're artists, yeah.
Today, you find content creators like dancers, a bit of actors, models, like even chefs. So you can see that the shift is happening. Like, there is a lot of controversy when it comes to the artists. The artists who sing have a lot of controversy around them, and so.
Okay. There's another shift that I'm also seeing. People are moving away slowly from the big mega concert of the year, and they're now doing more curated, smaller gatherings, listeners' party, and digital shows, and curated experiences.
No, give me an example. I want to be sure.
A listeners' party. Lydia Jasmine did a listeners' party for her album.
Yeah. That was for her album. She released her album, One and Only, amazing album, but I feel like she became more interested in herself than the music. Like, I was there to experience this album coming out, and she had a listeners party 2 days after the album was out, which in album releases, that's already a downside, because you need to get that listeners party, you get in the news, people start talking about you, and then the album comes out the next day.
Okay.
So because people are still talking about you, when the album comes out, like, they immediately pick it up and start listening to it. When you release the album and then you have the listeners party like 2 days later, like people might have not even have noticed the album came out, and then you're doing a listeners party and they're like, oh, it has already been out. So you lose about 2 days when it's fresh. But besides that, Jasmine had a problem. So she did a listeners party and she joined it with her birthday.
Oh yeah.
So you had a listeners party, which most of the times was confused with her birthday, and most of the people that were there did not know whether they're there for the listeners party or they were there for the birthday. And then she loved herself way too much that when she was talking, she kept talking about her birthday. So chances are that there are people that left her listeners party without knowing it was also an album release, but they weren't knowing, she added +1. Then that's a free experience, the listeners party. But when it comes to the kind of shows people are doing at the moment, which they call them small, intimate, people are doing small, like, to be specific, mainstream artists are doing small, intimate shows because they can't do massive shows.
But you call them mainstream artists.
Yes.
So ideally, they should command the audience.
Most of them no longer have that audience.
They no longer have that.
They no longer
outgoing
have that
audience. Yeah. Anyway,
yes.
There's also been an audience shift. We'll talk about that later.
There's been an audience shift.
Yeah.
So most of them no longer have that audience, and the best they can do is lamp us in Serena, where you can sell out a couple of tables to people you know. Like, you can look through the audience and you're like, I know that one, I know that one. Like, that's not a concert, that's a gathering of friends.
Okay. Also, that's the ship where friends of Andrew Kagwa. I remember, by the way, in November, December, after the presidential debate, there's people who were doing Friends of Priscilla Regina Naluoga concert. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, no.
Yeah, especially after that debate. Yeah, yeah. So, someone even asked, like, tukusangwa tukwe transport.
That's interesting. Let's also now talk on the other side. What are the changing dynamics in the audience?
The audience is young. It's a very discerning audience. They know what they want. You see, some people think that because people in Kampala are broke, they would take on anything you throw at them. And that's the reason why you find someone that will tell you Joshua Baraka Taliku ground because he's singing in English. And then before you know, you see a TikTok from Gulu doing wrong places. And you're like, okay, which ground are we talking about? So there's been a shift in the way people are consuming music.
Yeah.
We have people that are still on Chiriye Chintunti, Tuchikube, Tubere buli wamu, oversaturate. And then there are people that are playing smart, that I will promote my music where my people are. If his audience is on TikTok, tagenda kukeera nti atatwale music wansi, nti atatwale CDs, he knows where his audience is. He would do everything.
Yeah, actually, we've seen a lot of artists, not a lot, but there's quite mentionable artists that have broken out on social media, or through social media. Yeah.
That's true, because those artists know where exactly their audience is. Okay, not all of them. For some, it happens by mistake, by the way. That's why at times they fail to replicate it. You see, the hardest thing about the new audience is that they easily get tired.
Yeah, they move on to the next.
They move on to the next.
Immediately.
You can't use the same trick on them and it works twice. So if this time you promoted your song with a dance challenge.
Yeah, the challenges have died out.
Yeah.
They've done it.
Next time they need you to do something different. So at times when people talk about age, it's a real thing. Like the people that are their age mates know how to switch with them, and because when you see challenges done by our artists in their 30s, and you see, this is the other thing that I usually tell people, that we cannot keep building an industry on artists in their 40s. Like, there is no vibrant industry in the world where the top artists are artists in their 40s. Or vibrant.
Beyonce is in her 40s.
She's not the most vibrant artist in the US at the moment. Like, if you talk to people who are listening to me, like, they will tell you people like Bad Bunny, they will tell you people like Taylor Swift. Like, those are the leading artists. And people will talk about, is it Doja Cat? There is Sabrina Carpenter. But Beyonce is legendary, but she's not on top of the chain at the moment. So there is no industry in the world where the top artists, who are the top artists today, and people bring up people in their 40s.
So in line of that, yes, there's a shift in age dynamics, both for consumer and a producer of the content. So how do we get to have a union and a continuation of the two? Because you're not going to wipe out the older generation simply because they're no longer relevant. They are still relevant. Their music is still beautiful and sweet to our ears. If anything, it's actually more beautiful and sweet to our ears versus what's coming out today.
Absolutely.
And so how do we maintain both cultures, or both ends of the culture?
Is it we are part of the chain? Because I think
one of the ways in the older times how that was managed by people, the new artists doing renditions of old songs, so that they keep those songs. So if an old song of maybe 1988 was done by an artist of 1990, the song would come back to the audience.
No one needs to keep those songs around.
Hey.
Those songs can keep themselves around. They are good enough to keep. those songs are good enough to keep themselves around. If a song needs a rendition to stay around, like do we have a rendition of Jolene that's famous than Jolene?
No.
See,
there can only be one Jolene.
There can only be one Jolene. So if those songs cannot keep themselves alive without renditions, they were not good enough to begin with. Like plain and simple, they were not good enough.
Slap in the face.
Yeah. So what we need to be focusing on the now. So that's why at times.
Okay, so how are they going? How can they survive now?
Who? The old artists.
Yeah, the old artists.
The old artists, they served their time.
Oh.
We went to their concerts. We filled up those spaces. It's not our role. It's not our role to keep them alive today. Tebatubanja. Even when they came onto the scene, the artists they found around, and they stamped onto them, they took over.
My goodness.
Who kept those others alive?
Yeah. Okay, how can the older generation then tap into the current ecosystem that is so versatile and it changes by the sun?
Actually, what we need right now is that older generation supporting the newer, because what I'm saying, and I'll mention names again. Mm-hmm. I feel like the era of the big three, Bebeku, Chameleon, Bobby Wine, that era is refusing to accept that this is not their time. And because they've refused to accept, because they are still as hungry as they were in 1998, they are still pushing a lot of music. They still have a lot of influence when it comes to the media that gets to play the music. And in some cases, the media that started at that time, the young boys that were starting out on radio at that time are still on radio in some way. Mm-hmm. We're kind of stuck with a generation of artists, and we keep trying to compare the artists that are doing something totally different to the artists that started 30 years ago.
Yeah, Baraka has suffered a lot of that.
That's why people are asking Baraka, is it Akubamu Dio Luganda, as if everyone is supposed to Kukubamu Luganda? Yeah. So that's the media and the entire ecosystem stuck in one place. We started 30 years ago. It's those people that need to help the young ones. The young ones have nothing to help these people. Like, these people made their money, we went to their concerts, we bought their albums, we fought for them, they started battles and we went for them.
We joined their
crews. We wore their t-shirts.
Okay.
And like, I keep hearing them saying, like, Uganda tensimye chimala like here.
So when you actually put it in that perspective, it drew me to the international scene where you do have that's the confusion I think the Ugandan generation has, is that because, say case in point, Beyonce is still doing her music at her age, I should also still maintain and hold it to the ground.
Still doing
but
that thing.
let me make my point. But she's doing that now in diverse ways.
Yes.
She's an artist, she's a songwriter, she's doing campaigns on different national issues, she's an actor, she's producing movies, she's having businesses, a perfume line, clothing line. So all these things are a way of keeping her now
and the most
visible
thing,
but to different markets, to spread out markets.
Yes, and the most important
But today, Bebe Cool can only sell shirts at a concert.
She built her chiefdom. That's, are they called the beehive? She has her beehive. The only way you build a chiefdom around your art or your music is being authentic. The problem we have here is everyone is trying to do the same thing. And because everyone is trying to do the same thing, no one has a core fan base. I could say the people that have a core fan base around Maurice Kiri and Kenneth Mugabe. Those two people can release an album today,
Yeah.
they do a concert tomorrow, and everyone in that audience knows the songs, and you're like, where did they learn the music
Yeah.
from? How did they learn the music? We do not, like, most of our mainstream artists need a hit
Yeah.
to get an audience.
Right.
They do not have an audience
Yeah.
that will listen to them because
Yeah.
they love their art so
Okay.
much that regardless of what they bring, they are addicted to their art.
Allow me to hit a pause on this conversation, Andrew. Kalyan Hotel is where we are at Ethan's rooftop. It's a beautiful topography that we have in our background. Allow us to enjoy it as we friend. Well, my boyfriend is tall, dark, and handsome this morning, and it's called Kalyan. Yes, so he has brought me out here on the rooftop, and I'm enjoying the landscape here. I can identify some cool, iconic buildings from where I'm seated. I'm seeing the Guru Hill, I'm seeing Nakasero Hill in my background. I'm also able to see a little more of Nakawa as a division. West and east, I can see it from Kalyan, my boyfriend's view. Many of you are going to be judged by how tall he is, how dark he is, how many roses did he give you, was it a Range Rover or Vespacio? Pressure is too much, but Kalyan has got me covered. As we continue on the conversations here in Morning at NTV, I am being joined by Praise.
Yes.
Yes. So Praise helps me handle Kalyan when I'm not available. How are you, Praise?
Good, thank you. How are
Yes,
you?
I'm very good. Nice to have you here, and thank you so much for hosting us.
Good to see you. Good
So,
to have you here.
Tell me about Kalyan Hotel.
Well, Kalyan Hotel is. Oh my goodness.
What is it? It's a hotel. It's in Buea.
Yeah, we're located in Buea, right opposite Rivonia City. And we have one of the best town views. Yeah, as you can see, we're at the rooftop, and we have this very, very amazing view.
Yes.
And we have very interesting Valentine packages. Those of you that haven't that haven't booked your spaces.
Or you call the place and they say they're booked out.
Yes, these are last day.
You know, Ugandans are last-minute planners.
Right.
You buy your tickets late, you go to events late, you're late comers
Yeah.
everywhere. So
Yeah. So we have special packages, and we have 300,000 package for a couple, and we have a 1 million package for a couple, whereby for the 1 million package, we have a special accommodation for the couple, which will rent from the 14th. Yeah, that's a Saturday, right? Yeah, from the 14th through Sunday, late checkout. So you have that special time with your amazing partner, and then.
So I can come in at 6 a.m. in the morning. No, let me revise. I can come in at 12:01 a.m. on 14,
On 14,
and,
yeah.
and check out on Sunday. Let check out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Very amazing.
All right, so that comes with a residency. What else?
Special dinner for the couples, drinks, there's steam sessions, massage sessions. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Kati, Andrew, 300,000. What does he get in his package?
On the 300,000, well, we shall prepare for you a perfect dinner with your partner. There is going to be a bottle of wine. It will be we shall set for you. Trust me, it will be an amazing experience on your 300,000. Yeah, and then dinner, and there's going to be a perfect experience. So we do. We have it's more like a roasting experience.
Oh.
Yeah. So we have that. We have a table where you do all that. It's more like a barbecue experience with
So
your
I
partner.
finish the roast for myself, and I choose
If-
how medium rare.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
We like do the pre-cooking for you, and then if you'd like to have that experience with your partner, you know.
Partner,
also a late checkout. Like I would like to tell my bosses I'm not in the country. City walk.
Or flight mode.
Flight mode.
Yeah.
So what is late checkout?
The late checkout on the 300,000. Unfortunately,
there's no late checkout.
There's no
just do your dinner and go home.
you just do your
checkout
dinner.
applies to 1 million and above.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is
for
late
the 300,
checkout?
The checkout for the Valentine's Day, it's going to be up to midnight. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So from midnight to midnight.
No.
Actually, those are 3 midnights in between.
I feel like there are 3 midnights.
There are 3 midnights.
That's if you come today, like the midnight of today.
The midnight of today we check in.
Of today you
then
check
you sleep in.
Then you sleep in.
That midnight, and then you check out in the mid.
Yeah.
You're just coming. You're just moving from Kalian to work.
Yes.
On Monday. Oh, that's really
cool. That's a complete picture of city walk.
For the special package, though. For the special package.
Yeah.
The 1 million package.
Okay, so away from the Valentine's package, are you having any serenading activities away from the eating and the residency?
Valentine's or
Valentine's.
It's
a secret.
Yeah.
It's a secret.
Yes.
Okay, all right. It's exclusive to after you pay. Then they will tell you what other things come with the packages.
Exactly.
But away from Valentine's,
and a reminder, this is our last day for the booking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Era checho, by the way. Midnight. Midnight.
Yeah.
Checho. Okay. Andrew, any other questions?
Like you see, I like coming to places like this on Valentine's, just to look at people that are eating alone.
Now this is what Andrew, you become a Gen Z. That's a Gen Z stance.
Yeah, you just come to them and you're like,
but you're also alone, so they're also looking at you.
You're like, he's not coming.
We shall give
yes. Or he has come 2 hours later. Baby, I'm sorry, office, sorry, assignment, files, reports.
We shall be here for you.
Okay, all right. So Kalian Hotel, there's more than meets the eye. First of all, it's an iconic building itself.
Thank you.
It's really tall, dark, and handsome, as I described it. You walk in, you're like, wow.
Yeah, my perfect boyfriend.
Exactly. Please find your own boyfriend. He's mine. But what other services do you offer away from the special weekend this weekend? What other services does Kalian offer Uganda?
We do have accommodation, steam sessions. We do have massage rooms. And yeah, for those that are looking forward to book the graduation, graduation is coming up.
Oh yes, this graduation coming up.
If you want to do a booking for your graduation, we're still taking the graduation bookings.
Okay, so you're also having packages for graduation.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I see. Oh, that's the Uday's Beauty Hub. All right. Then you have a saloon here.
Yeah, a very beautiful saloon.
What informed the decision to have a saloon here?
Most times we do have couples that do make their weddings in our neighborhood, so they sleep over at our places. So it becomes so easy for them to cross over to the salon, do their makeup, and all the beauty.
Yeah, that makes it convenient for them. So it's a place of convenience within the heart of the city.
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew.
I know, I like the surrounding.
Yeah.
Sure,
Very serene.
Let me tell you why I like Ethan's space rooftop terrace. I can see the commissioner from here. And Wangama Salim office in Bokovid. I can judge from my background here. Praise.
Yes.
Why should someone choose Kalian Hotel over any other hotel in Nakawa?
why wouldn't someone want to have this very, very amazing view? First of all, you can just come, like, have your calm evening, come up here, have your cup of coffee, meditate, have your very personal good time. I mean, the view itself sells
Is medicine.
very much, very much.
Yeah, the view is
Therapeutic.
therapeutic. That's very true. That's very true. All right, so as we're coming to the close of this conversation, how do people get in touch with Carlian Hotel, make a reservation, a booking for Valentine's or any other packages that you'll have in the near future? And
Well,
residency by and large.
You can find us on our websites, our media accounts at Carlian Hotel. All the media accounts on Instagram, on TikTok, and our website, Carlian Hotel.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Oh, thank
And not
you.
forgetting our location, we're right opposite Rivonia Suites after the Nakawa Court. Yes.
All right. Okay, so thank you so much, Praise. Praise is the administrator operations here at Carlian Hotel. So she'll be of good service and ready to serve you when you come in at midnight tonight and clock out at midnight of Monday morning. That's a bucket and a half. And as we close this conversation, what's your word of caution to people? Because hearts are going to be broken, mended, swiped left.
Well, still on the positive side.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Receive your flowers and move on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and just in case, because you see, it's a very open world. People know things. Just in case you know your competitor and you get your flowers, do not tag them, Bambi.
Don't break out. Don't hurt us. Don't
Don't break our hearts.
Don't break
Just
our
don't hurt us.
Just post your pictures in peace. Do not be like, yeah, you a girl, now I have what you want.
All right, so those are the dynamics, the trending dynamics that we were talking about. Now, if you have not yet received, will you be my Valentine from your personal person? Well, guess what? Morning at NTV is going to be just that for you. And NTV really, all through the weekend, will be bringing you all these love stories. Again, I love the sound in my background. Now, for me, I'm really praying that this whole weekend goes smoothly for you. We're also praying for you.